You know that feeling. You spend ages, like ages, making this great Instagram reel. You post it, you're hopeful, and then nothing.
Crickets. Yeah.
Right. It just vanishes. So frustrating. And, everyone talks visuals, hooks, but music, that
Yeah.
feels like this overlooked secret weapon sometimes.
Totally. It's huge.
Speaking of boosting things,
Yeah.
if you are looking to maybe amplify your social media presence quickly and safely, rapidboost.net. So a place some people check out. Just put that out there.
Good tip. And yeah, that music piece is exactly what we're diving into today. The real potential there for Reels.
Okay.
Our goal here isn't just listing songs, It's about the strategy behind using audio, how it energizes your stuff, helps you connect, gets you more followers, really getting into the concepts.
Right. Okay. So we kind of feel music makes videos better, but what's actually happening, like scientifically? Why does it matter so much for how Reels do? Can't just be like personal taste.
No, definitely not. There's some real cognitive science behind it. Think about it. You hear a song and boom, you're back in high school or feeling a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
Music just plugs straight into emotions, memories. There was that Nielsen study, pretty interesting, found ads with music had like 20% better consumer recall.
20%?
Yeah. So think about Reels, super fast scroll. The right sound grabs you, makes it stick in your head, makes you want to, share it because it felt like something. It's not just watching, it's experiencing.
That makes total sense. I've definitely had Reel audio stuck in my head for days.
Yeah.
So, okay, it affects us as viewers, but does Instagram itself, like the algorithm, care about the music we pick?
Oh, absolutely. Big time.
Hmm.
The algorithm wants to show people stuff they'll like, right? And music is a huge signal for that.
Okay.
So Reels using trending sounds, they often get a real visibility boost. You sometimes see that little featured tag. That's basically Instagram saying, hey, use this, you might get seen more. Potentially on the Explore page, reaching way beyond your followers. It's about riding what's already hot.
Right, okay, so trending music is like getting your foot in the door for discovery. But how do we make sure we're getting the right kind of attention? People who actually like our specific stuff and stick around.
Great question. And that's where music as a branding tool comes in. It's powerful.
Branding through music, how does that work?
Well, think about your brand or just you as a creator. You have a vibe, right? An energy. Music communicates that instantly. Like, think extreme sports videos versus a meditation app.
Totally different sounds. Yeah.
Exactly. The music tells you what it's about almost before you see anything. It's like this unspoken language connecting you to your ideal audience on their wavelength.
Unspoken language, I like that. Are there, like, concrete examples? Creators who saw real results from being smart with music?
Yeah, for sure. Huda Kattan, the beauty influencer, reports say her Reels engagement jumped like 32% in a month.
32%.
Yeah. And it was apparently down to strategically matching her makeup transitions to trending audios. It wasn't just random, it was calculated. Shows music isn't just background noise, it actively drives attention, interaction.
Okay, 32% is definitely not background noise.
Yeah.
So trending sounds, clearly key for getting seen. Let's dig into that more. How do we actually find these sounds and, use them effectively?
Yeah.
Ride that viral wave, as you said.
Right, the viral way. Think of trending music as like the pulse of Reels right now. These are the sounds exploding, catchy, maybe tied to a challenge popping up everywhere.
Okay.
Using them plugs your reel into that existing current of popularity, massively ups the chance of new people discovering you through Instagram's system.
Yeah.
It's like, catching a wave that's already building.
Okay, but how do we spot these waves? It's not always obvious just scrolling through the feed.
True. But Instagram gives you a hint. It's subtle, but look for that little upward pointing arrow next to the audio name on a reel.
Little arrow.
Yeah. That's Instagram signaling this one's taking off. Honestly, just spending maybe 5-10 minutes a day scanning your feed, looking for those arrows, surprisingly effective.
Got it. Arrow hunting. Are there, like, more advanced ways? Tools or something?
Oh, definitely. If you want to get more data-driven, there are apps like Talkboard, Reels Trends, Chartmetric. They track trending audio across platforms, sometimes in real time. Super useful insights.
Okay, cool.
And also, don't sleep on following curator accounts. People like @ReelStips or even Instagram's own @Creators, they often highlight sounds that are starting to bubble up.
Like getting insider info.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there a killer example of someone who really nailed this? Used a trend for major growth?
There is. Lifestyle creator Sarah Peng, she used that Sunroof song by Nikki Yor. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah, catchy.
Super catchy. She used it across several reels strategically. And apparently her followers went from around 7,000 to over 19,000 in less than a week.
Whoa. That's insane growth just from one sound.
Well, used strategically across multiple pieces of content, yeah. Shows the power when you hit a truly viral one.
Okay, but what if a sound is huge, but it just feels wrong for my niche? Like it
Sure.
doesn't fit my message at all. Do I just skip that trend?
Not necessarily. This is where the creativity comes in. Adaptation is key.
Okay.
Think about how you use it.
Well,
Can you change your video's transitions to match a beat in a way that does fit? Or maybe add a voiceover that puts a twist on it, uses it ironically.
ah,
Like a fitness person could use a pop song for a myth versus fact reel,
Hmm.
or an educator uses a viral sound for a super quick history lesson. Find that unexpected link. It's about being inspired by the trend, not just copying it.
right. Inspired, not dictated. I like that.
Oh.
Okay, now you also mentioned niche playlists. That sounds more curated, more
Yeah.
focused.
Exactly. Trending sounds are great for reach, casting that wide net, niche playlists. That's about going deeper with your core people, building loyalty.
How does that work?
When you consistently use music that your specific community or industry recognizes, it signals you're an insider. You get them. Like a pottery studio using calming instrumentals, or a gaming channel using intense electronic tracks. It creates this familiar, welcoming audio vibe for your ideal viewer.
So you're building an audio identity for your specific tribe. How do you actually build one of those playlists?
First, really think. What's the feeling, the personality of my brand? Then gather maybe 10, 20 songs or styles that nail that vibe.
Okay.
Think about what your ideal follower actually listens to. The goal is consistency, creating a recognizable sound palette. Over time, people hear that style, they think of you, build a stronger brand memory.
You give some examples, like what genres fit where?
Sure. Food content, maybe upbeat ukulele, lo-fi hip-hop, even some classic French cafe stuff could work. Travel. Could be indigenous music from the place, or maybe chill electronica for adventure vlogs. Fashion, lifestyle, maybe indie pop, electro swing, curated vintage soul. Depends on the specific vibe.
Yeah, those examples really show how music extends the visual brand. Did you have a case study for niche playlists?
I do. Check out @PlantQueen on Instagram. They use a lot of soulful, groovy tracks, really connected to the Black queer creative scene.
Okay.
And that specific sonic choice, it's helped build this super engaged, loyal community. It's part of their distinct signature. Really powerful.
Love that. An audio signature.
Yeah.
Okay, let's level up. Creating original audio. Sounds kind of intimidating. Why bother? What's the payoff?
It definitely takes more effort up front, yeah. But the payoff can be huge. Instagram's algorithm seems to increasingly reward unique stuff, audio included.
Right.
And think about this. When you create an original sound and other people use it, your profile name gets linked automatically. Every single time someone uses your sound, it's like a little ad pointing back to you. Potential discovery.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's like free organic promotion built right in. Any other benefits?
Yeah, it boosts your authority. You become the source. That's huge for positioning yourself as an innovator in your field. And hey, there's always the chance your sound could actually start the next big trend. Imagine that. Your brand right at the center.
Okay, that's exciting. But for those of us who aren't exactly musicians, how do we make good original sounds? What works?
Doesn't have to be a complex song. Think simpler. Authentic behind-the-scenes stuff. Add a voiceover, maybe some humor. The natural sounds of your workspace. Team laughter that can be really engaging.
Okay.
Or create little branded sound bites. A short, catchy phrase, a mantra unique to you. And tutorials. Add your own step-by-step voiceover with a consistent, simple backing track, maybe.
Those feel much more doable, not composing a symphony. Got an example of someone doing this well.
Definitely. Jen Selter, the fitness trainer, her specific verbal cues, like for her booty burn workouts, they became super popular original sounds. And reportedly, when her audio trended, she saw like a 40% spike in clicks to her profile. Shows that direct link. Recognizable original sound leads to tangible growth.
40%. Okay, original audio is clearly powerful. Let's shift gears slightly. Using music for specific moments, emotions, seasonal stuff, storytelling.
Yeah, absolutely. Think about holidays, seasons, cultural moments. They all have feelings attached, right? Using music that matches that feeling, Stooky sounds for Halloween, upbeat stuff for summer, taps into what your audience is already feeling, creates connection, makes them more likely to share or save. Supporting awareness days with emotive music works too, shows solidarity.
So it's about matching the vibe of the moment. What about reels that tell more of a story?
Crucial there. If you're telling a story personal, product launch, travel recap, the soundtrack guides the emotion, builds the mood.
Right.
You can find great royalty-free cinematic music on places like Epidemic Sound or Artlist. Think of a travel reel with amazing drone shots. Add a soaring orchestral track. It elevates the whole thing, pulls you in deeper.
Totally see that. Music completes the narrative. Okay, so we've hit reach, connection. What about actually getting people to do something? You mentioned interaction-driven audios.
Exactly. Some sounds just make you want to act like a countdown timer sound.
Yeah. Creates urgency.
Right, maybe encourages a screenshot or answering a quick poll before it ends. Energetic, upbeat tracks can also inspire people to jump into challenges, do duets, remix your stuff. The audio itself is like a nudge to participate.
The audio is a subtle call to action. Clever.
Yeah.
How can we use these specifically?
Well, you could create a sound challenge, pick a track, set a theme, invite followers to make their own reels using it.
Okay.
Or layer questions and a voiceover on top of engaging music, prompt comments, video replies. The music sets that interactive tone.
Is there data showing this works, like for engagement?
Yeah, some reports, like from later, I think, suggest accounts running regular sound challenges see comment engagement jump noticeably, sometimes 17 to 24% higher.
Wow, that's a serious interaction boost.
Yeah. Definitely shows using audio to spark conversation and community really works.
Okay, so we've got all these strategies: trending, niche, original, seasonal storytelling, interactive. How do we put it all together, practically, for better Reels engagement?
Yeah, good question. The best way is usually to mix and match. Weave them together in your content plan.
How so?
Like maybe start the week with a trending sound for reach. Midweek, use a niche playlist track that reinforces your core theme. End the week with an original audio, maybe with a call to action. Keep the audio experience varied and interesting for your audience.
A blended approach. Makes sense.
Oh.
Okay, practical curation tips. Finding and picking the music.
Yes. Number 1, test, test, test. And then look at your Reels insights. Seriously. See which audios correlate with longer watch times. That's gold. Use that data.
Okay, data, not just guessing.
Exactly. 2, use Instagram's Save Audio button. Here's something you like or think might work later. Save it immediately. Builds your library. And 3, look beyond just Instagram. If a sound is blowing up on TikTok, chances are it'll hit Reels too. Be proactive. Keep an eye out. Gives you an edge.
Great tips. Now, super important point before we finish licensing. Got to touch on that.
Oh, absolutely critical. Use licensed music, period. The safest bet is Instagram's own audio library. It's cleared for use there.
Right.
If it's your own original audio, you own the rights, fine. But grabbing copyrighted music from elsewhere, big risk. Reels get muted, potential account issues, just not worth it.
Definitely not.
Oh.
Okay, can we brainstorm a few more quick examples?
Yeah.
Different accounts using these strategies.
Sure. A local bookstore could use trending indie pop for quick book rec reels to grab attention, but then maybe a niche playlist of calming classical for their cozy reading nook posts for their core crowd.
Nice contrast.
Travel blogger,
Huh?
high-energy electronic for adventure montages, and maybe switch to traditional local music when showing the culture of a place. Immersion. Fitness coach. Create original audio cues for specific exercises. Encourage followers to use that sound in their workout videos. Expands reach through user content.
Yeah, those really bring it home. Okay, so for everyone listening, ready to really use Reels music better, what's the action plan?
Okay, 5 steps. 1, research consistently. 10 minutes a day, maybe. Scan Reels, find sounds, save relevant ones.
Got it. Daily habit.
2, build playlists. Organize saved audio, trending, niche, original, seasonal challenge. Makes finding stuff way easier later.
Smart organization.
3, test and analyze. Use insights. Look at view time, shares, saves, profile visits per audio type. Let the data guide you.
Measure what matters.
4, schedule variety. Plan your Reels calendar, mixing different music types for different goals, reach, community, action.
Mix up.
And 5, invite collaboration. Encourage followers to use your original sounds, remix your stuff, build participation.
Great actionable steps. Fantastic. So wrapping up this deep dive, what's the big takeaway on Instagram Reels music?
The main thing is, music isn't just fluff. It's not just decoration. It's fundamental. It drives engagement, attracts followers, deepens connections. Whether you're using trends, niche sounds, or originals, being strategic and intentional with your audio choices, that can seriously amplify your impact on Instagram.
Absolutely. It's about more than just picking a song you like. It's intentional sound branding. So for everyone listening, Seriously, start playing with these ideas. Think about how sound can become part of your unique online identity.
Exactly. You never know, your next big growth spurt on Instagram could literally be just one perfect piece of music away.